The moment the door slowly opens, everything changes, and you need to watch this till the very end, because what happens next will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about love, fame, and second chances on Kdrama Bliss. It begins on a quiet evening where the city lights shimmer like secrets waiting to be revealed, and standing there with a heavy heart is Lee Min-ho, a man known for confidence, charm, and control. But tonight something is different. His steps are slower, his eyes carry a storm, and his voice trembles with words he never thought he would say. Across the room stands Bae Suzy, calm, composed, yet unreadable, like a story with pages sealed shut. She does not move, she does not speak. She simply watches as the past begins to unfold in front of her. He finally breaks the silence. His voice is low, almost fragile, as he calls her name, and in that single moment, the air shifts, memories rush back like waves crashing into the present, late-night conversations, laughter that once filled empty spaces, and the quiet distance that slowly grew between them until everything fell apart. He steps closer, not as the untouchable star the world admires, but as a man searching for something he lost. An apology. Not rehearsed, not perfect, but raw and real. He admits the mistakes, the missed moments, the silence, where there should have been understanding. He speaks of regret that followed him through every success, every spotlight, every empty room that reminded him of her absence. The tension builds, and you can almost hear the echo of every unspoken word hanging between them. She listens without interruption, her expression steady, but her eyes reveal flickers of emotion that refuse to stay hidden. And then comes the moment no one expected. A pause. A breath. A single step forward. The distance between them disappears, but the question remains, is it too late, or is this the beginning of something no one saw coming? Her reaction is not explosive, not dramatic, but something far more powerful. She smiles softly, yet there is weight behind it, a mix of pain, understanding, and something that feels like hope. She speaks, and her words cut through the silence with clarity. She does not deny the past, she does not erase the hurt, but she also does not close the door completely. Instead, she leaves it slightly open, just enough for possibility to exist. And that is what makes this moment unforgettable. Not a fairy tale ending, not a tragic goodbye, but something real, something uncertain, something that keeps you on the edge, wondering what happens next. The room feels lighter, yet heavier at the same time, as if both of them know this is not the end of their story, but the start of a new chapter that will demand more honesty, more courage, and more heart than ever before. As he looks at her, there is a spark, not of what used to be, but of what could be, and as she turns away, there is no finality, only a lingering sense that this story is far from over. So now the question is, will forgiveness turn into love again, or will this be the last time their paths cross? If you felt that moment, if you want to see how this story unfolds, and if you believe in second chances that rewrite destiny, then make sure you subscribe to Kdrama Bliss, because the next part will take you deeper into a story that refuses to be forgotten. The next moment begins in silence, but it is not empty, it is heavy with everything left unsaid. And if you thought the first encounter was intense, you need to stay right here, because what unfolds next will pull you even deeper into a story that refuses to let go on Kdrama Bliss. As the night stretches on, Bae Suzy walks away, but not too far. Her steps slow down, as if something inside her is holding her back, and behind her Lee Min-ho does not chase immediately. He stands still, giving her space, yet silently hoping she'll turn around. And then it happens. She stops. Not a dramatic stop, not sudden, but deliberate, like someone standing at the edge of a decision that could change everything. The air feels different now, softer, yet more fragile, as if one wrong word could shatter whatever is left between them. She turns slightly, not fully facing him, but enough to let him know she has not closed the door. Her voice, when it comes, is calm, but layered with emotion. She asks a question so simple, yet so powerful. Why now? Those two words hit harder than anything else because they carry every sleepless night, every moment of confusion, every unanswered message that once echoed in her heart. For a second he struggles, not because he does not have an answer, but because the truth is heavier than any excuse. He steps forward slowly, closing the distance. Once again, not rushing, not forcing, just moving with intention. He tells her that time did not heal him the way everyone said it would. Instead, it made everything clearer. Every success felt incomplete. Every smile felt temporary, because deep down he knew something important was missing. Her. He admits that he tried to move on, tried to convince himself that some stories are meant to end, but no matter how far he went, he kept finding pieces of her in the smallest things: a song, a place, a memory that refused to fade. The confession lingers in the air, and for the first time her composure begins to crack, not completely, but enough to reveal the emotions she has been holding back. She finally turns to face him fully, and in her eyes there is a storm of questions and feelings colliding all at once. She tells him that it was not just the distance that broke them, it was the silence, the moments when she needed him, and he was not there, the times she chose to stay quiet instead of fighting for something she was afraid might already be slipping away. This is not just a reunion, this is a confrontation of everything they avoided. The truth stands between them, raw and undeniable. And yet there is something else there too: understanding. For the first time, they are not speaking as two people trying to protect themselves, they are speaking as two people finally willing to be honest, no matter how uncomfortable it feels. The tension begins to shift slowly, turning into something deeper, something more real than what they had before. He does not ask for immediate forgiveness this time. He simply tells her that he is willing to prove himself, not with promises, but with actions, with time, with patience. And that changes everything. Because this is no longer about words, this is about what comes next. She looks at him, searching for any sign that this might just be another moment that fades away, but what she sees instead is something steady, something different. A quiet determination. And then she does something no one expected. She nods. Not a full yes, not a complete surrender, but a small step forward, a signal that she is willing to see where this path leads, even if it is uncertain. The world around them feels like it pauses, as if even time itself is waiting to see what they will do next. He exhales softly, as if a weight has been lifted, but he knows this is only the beginning, not the end. As they walk side by side, there is space between them, but it no longer feels like distance, it feels like possibility, something that can either grow or fade depending on what they choose to do. And just when it feels like things might settle, the story takes another unexpected turn. A message arrives. A name flashes across the screen. A past connection that neither of them was prepared to face again. The look they exchange says everything without a single word. This journey is about to become even more complicated. So now the question grows even bigger. Can their fragile new beginning survive what is coming next, or will the past pull them apart once again? If you felt the tension, if you are already invested in what happens next, then do not miss what is coming, because Part 3 will reveal a twist that changes everything on Kdrama Bliss.